The first section of the lead should sound like this. Okay, that's not even up to speed. We're just doing a slide from 3 to 4 on the third string, and then we're going to hit 3 twice on the second string. You let that third string ring out. You do 4 sets of those. There's a 5th set of these that does 3rd fret 3 times. Okay, it's a timing issue. Does this over for 9 times or 3 sets. So and then you do that again 2 more times. The 4th time you're going to come in twice. Then you're going to come in with 1 hit to the 3rd fret 2nd string and do. So it's a bend on 5, release, pull off to 3, and then hit 5 and let it vibrate. So that last measure, the 4th one, and you're letting it ring, sorry. Alright, we'll take off from the very last lick, and then I'll show you the next. It's a short lick, but it's kind of important because it's timing wise. So I'll come in from this. Alright, so what he's doing, then he goes into, he's going to hit 5 twice to 4, then there's a slight pause. Then you hit 5 on the 2nd string, then 4 back to 4 on the 3rd string, back to 5 on the 2nd. What you have so far is this. And you hit 5 twice more. Okay, the next lick should sound like this. Okay, so what he's doing there is we start out at the 12th position. We're going to bend that 15 up, full step. Then we're going to go 12 on the 1st string to 15, 12 on the 2nd, and then 15, 14, 12 on the 3rd. Then we hit back to 14, and then 14 on the 4. So we have this. 12 on the 3rd, and then we're going to give 14 a bend up and a release back to 12. Then we're going to hit 14 on that 3rd string twice, and then we're going to catch 14 on the 4th and back to 12. Slight bend, then 14 to 14 on the 4th to 5th string. Now, so what we have so far is this. Let's take it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what we're going to do is then go 12 hammer-on to 14 on the 4th string, and then hit the 3rd string twice. So we're doing this. Back to 14 on that 4, 12 on the 3, and then wind up on 14 on 4. So that last lick all together should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next lick, we'll take it from the end of the last and come into it. Okay, so we've come in from here. Then we're going to take 12. Just strike that on the 4th string, and then we'll hit 14 on the 3rd and bend that a step up and then stop. So we do that 3 times. The 4th time, we're going to release to 12 after that bend and a release. Now this is where in the rhythm guitar we hear the A come in. The lead guitar kind of follows that. He's going 12, 14, and then bend 14 up a half step. So he's following that. Okay, but to color it up, so we got 12, 14, then 14 bent half step. Then we're going to go, after that bend, we stop it, and then we're going to go 14, 12 twice. And then end up on 14 on the 4th string. So all together, and it does it again. Okay, the next lick, it's kind of familiar to one we did earlier. Okay, so we're doing very similar to what we did earlier. We're going to stretch the 2nd string at 15 up, and then we're going to come 12 on the 1st string, 15, 12 on the 2nd, to 15, 14, 12. This time we're going to hit 14 twice, then 14 on 4, and 12. Then we take 14 with a bend up and a release to 12. Then 14 twice, then 14 on the 4th string, then 12 to 14. That 12's again slight bend. So it's almost like you're rolling into it. Okay, so again, we'll take it from the, let's see, the 14 where we do the pull off to 12. So all together slowly, what we have up to this point, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we just do 12, 14, 12 on the 4th string. Okay, that kind of sets us up for the next lick. Okay, so the next lick should sound familiar too. We're going to take off from the very last lick where we went 12, 14, 12. Okay, so what he's doing there is after we take off from 4th string, 12, 14, 12, we're going to take off from 14 with a bend and release to 12, then 14 twice again on the 3rd string, 14 on the 4th string, then 12 and 14, 14 on the 4th and 5th string. So 12 on 3, then we go 12 hammered into 14 on the 4. Then we're going to go 14 twice on the 3rd string, back to 14 on 4, and 12. Then we take 14 and lift that up, bend up, and hit 15. We do the 15 3 times, and then a bend up and release to 12 with some vibrato. So it's a lot of notes, I know, but it should be familiar to you because this is basically the same lick that's in the measure a few times ago. So again, we'll do it slowly from the 12, 14, 12 last lick. 1, 2, 3, 4.